Hello guys, and I am here for some awesome lunchtime game day bingo. Super excited to be here with you guys live as I'm going to be streaming to those Pilot TVs, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch, so hopefully you guys are checking out those streams, sending out some messages as I will shoot you out some luck as you get on after some of these great games that we have right here in front of us. As we get after it in these games, I would like to highlight some awesome jackpot winners, as we were able to give out some sweet jackpots this weekend, starting off with our, I think it was November 1st, as that was the start of this weekend on that awesome Friday, as we gave out an awesome prize there on that November 1st to Bobo over the Corner Bar Goodhue, as they took home $4,782. Congratulations to you, Bobo. We then saw another great prize go out in that following game, as Sherman over at McHugh's Grill and Bar took home a lovely prize of $2,500 in that awesome Pilot Payday game. That was the last Pilot Payday game of the week, so great job to you, Sherman, taking home that fantastic prize. We then move on to our Saturday jackpot. No, we got one more Friday jackpot winner I need to highlight, as we gave out a prize to Billy over at Baldy's Barbecue, as Billy was able to take home $5,905. Congratulations to you, Billy, taking home that third and final Friday jackpot. We then gave out some great prizes on our Saturday, as our first Saturday prize went out to TreeCore over at the American Legion Mound, as they took home $9,604, the largest jackpot of the entire weekend. Congratulations to you, TreeCore. We then saw another great jackpot go out, as we saw our final Saturday prize go out to 200 inches over at the Parker's Last Stop Bar and Liquor Store, where 200 inches took home $5,140. Congratulations to you taking home that final Saturday prize. We now move on to our Sunday jackpot winners, as we are able to give out some nice jackpots on Sundays, 2 different jackpots on Sunday, as we started off with Abe over the Birchwood Char House, as they took home $3,710. Congratulations to you, Abe. We then saw one more jackpot prize go out on that Sunday, as we saw the ACs over at the Best Western Plus New Ulm take home an awesome $3,178 prize. Congratulations to them. As we do have an awesome winner in this game, as Quasi over at the Benson Hometown Bar and Grill is taking home $18 on that Musco prize. Congratulations to you in this great game of Game Day Bingo, as we now get enrolled into this next game. This next game will include a minor jackpot at 54 balls or less, as it continues to get more exciting as we get enrolled into this game. Still got that major prize at 51 balls or less, $3,000. And if you guys get it any earlier than 51 balls or less, you'll be taking home the mega jackpot of $51,000. A great prize that is sitting really good at 50 balls or less. As we continue to work through this game, I would like to give a quick shout out to our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is the hub of all things Pilot Games. By searching up Pilot Games, you should be able to see our logo. Click on that and you'll be able to stay up to date with weekly bingo schedules, event details, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and so much more. You can also check out the website link on that Facebook page, which connects you to our awesome link tree. Our link tree has links to all the different tabs you could possibly need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot Games. Our other social media links connect you to our Twitter as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. So really just the hub of all things Pilot Games is available on that Facebook. We hope to see you guys out there checking it out, taking home some awesome prizes while you're along the way. As we got just about 1 minute to get enrolled into this game number 2 of great bingo action. As we wait to see who takes home these prizes in this upcoming matchup, I would like to talk a little bit about our live bingo schedule, as we have a lot of fun bingo in store for you guys throughout today. As every day gets started off with this Game Day Bingo right here at 12 p.m. as I'll be playing this Game Day Bingo all the way from 12 to 1 o'clock. I'll be here live for 12 matchups of Game Day Bingo, as I'll let you guys off at 1 p.m. with a little bit of Lucky 4 Bingo action on the line. In that game of Lucky 4 Bingo, you have a $56,519 prize. You will not want to miss out there. You'll then hop into more Game Day Bingo afterwards, running from 1 all the way till 4, as you'll then get a second opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo at 4 o'clock. From 4 all the way till 6, I should be back here once again. I think we'll be joined up with my co-host Jordy for that Monday late night happy hour broadcast from 4 to 6, as I'll be there for 23 matchups, trying to give out some great prizes throughout those games. At 6 p.m., we will then play your final opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo. Another shot at $56,000, and maybe even larger if it didn't go out at 1 or at 4 o'clock. You'll then hop into more Game Day Bingo. That'll be running from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. to finish off your night. Now, we do like to interrupt that 6 to 10 Game Day Bingo twice a week with PGL Specialty Nights. Our first PGL Specialty Night coming up this week is going to be MegaSota Game Night. That gets started at 6:40 every single Tuesday. Huge PGL points to be won, as well as great cash prizes. Ending off with a Jackpot Jungle Grand Finale game where you can take home $23,656 in 54 balls or less. It's definitely a fun opportunity there. You can also come out for our Wild Wednesdays, as those go on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Huge points to be won there, as well as we give out great cash prizes throughout those games as you guys get after it. It's definitely a great time there, and we love to see you guys out there competing for those PGL points. 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, 6:40 on Tuesdays. And if you want to earn points on those nights, make sure you're signed up at pgl.world so that you can play under that player name and earn you points to try and get into our PGL top 10 standings. Well, we are continuing through this game right here. About 44 balls dropped in this matchup, as we got players still in line to take home any of these nice prizes. As we are going to be waiting to see who can take home the wonderful prizes of today. 50 balls dropped, and after we give out this great prize, I do have some amazing national days I'll be highlighting. As I'll give you a little sneak peek, our first one is National Job Action Day. Before I get into all the details of Job Action Day, let's see who takes home this prize. Amy and Dogley are leading the charge, as Amy is now waiting for that lucky ball to fall. We'll see if they get that ball to fall here as we continue to compete through this matchup, as $19.70 will be going out to Phil M. over at the Sportsman's Pub. Congratulations to you, Phil M., in that great game, as we now get enrolled into this next matchup. This next matchup will include a minor jackpot at 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun at 56 balls or less. And as we do so, we'll be highlighting Job Action Day. On the first Monday in November, we redefine the opportunities in the career world. Celebrate by exploring your options. You don't have to be dissatisfied with your career to participate in the Employment Focus Day. Gainfully employed, looking, or contemplating a career change, it's important to always be prepared to keep your options open. Inspecting the current job market can be a valuable tool, whether you're curious or not. The National Day encourages us to get the tools and resources to master a job search and land the career of your dreams. It's also possible to learn how to make the job you have into your dream job, whichever path you are on. Job Action Day is about exploring the different opportunities available, maybe even ones you didn't know were there. It's important for job seekers to have all the tools they need to find the career they are looking for. Exploring your options, expanding them, and empowering yourself to grab that dream job. Are you employed by seeking a change? Examine the options available to you. Are you in the right career? Find out what's out there and how to go in that direction. New technologies, training, and innovation requires advanced approaches to employment all the time. Find the tools to go there. Definitely a fun one to highlight there on today. So hopefully you guys can maybe celebrate this day by taking a look at the job market, or maybe taking a look at your own job and seeing what kind of changes you would like to implement to make that job just a little bit better for you on National Job Action Day. We got just about 30 seconds before we are in this upcoming game. $214 available on that minor jackpot at 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun at 56 balls or less as you guys get enrolled into this upcoming game. As you get enrolled into this game, I would like to highlight our next national day, National Candy Day. On November 4th, we celebrate the sweet holiday, National Candy Day. Candies have a long history of attracting us with their bright colors and delightful flavors. They also come in a variety of fun sizes and shapes. Definitely a great one to be able to highlight on today, as we'll be talking about some of the most popular candies out there. I know I'm a big fan of candy. Actually, Jordy has already celebrated today as she went out, did a little morning run around, and she informed me that she found a very tasty bag of candy. I'm not sure what it is, but it had a little Christmas theme on it. It looks pretty tasty. I'm excited to try it whenever I get off air with you guys. But talking about some really popular candies, we start off with the number 10 most popular candy, candy corn. I feel like this one has a real split divider in it. Some people love candy corn, some people don't. I'm someone that eats I'll eat candy corn any day of the year, as I absolutely love it. It's at its peak during the Halloween season, but I think it works. It's a great tasting candy no matter what. Ninth most popular candy, Skittles. I'm a huge Skittles fan, especially the Skittles Sour, even though it does give me a little sandpaper tongue kind of action, as it just is. It's a little rough at times, but Skittles are just an absolute classic that are super tasty. One of my personal favorites, number 8, the Starburst. A super tasty treat that if you get the right flavor, you're going to be really enjoying it. One of my favorite chocolate treats that I've actually been craving recently comes at number 7 most popular candy in America, as that's the Twix. Let me know if you're a right side or a left side Twix person. At number 6, we have the Hershey's Mini Chocolate Bars. This is the classic chocolate bar that comes out there for every single great s'mores celebration. I know I'm a big fan of it, so definitely enjoy on today, as it's a tasty one. At number 5, we have the 5th most popular candy in America, are peanut M&Ms. Ooh, I love a good peanut M&M. Personally, my favorite version of the M&M is the peanut M&M. We do have our winner here in this game, number 3, as we have Rockin' Cows win over the Tasty Pizza Bar. Rockin' Cows plays over the 10-spot Royalton, as they split up $26.80 on that must-go prize. Congratulations to you, as we now get enrolled into this next game. This next game will include a great minor jackpot at 58 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it. As we continue to get after, I would like to continue highlighting the lovely candies on National Candy Day. 4th most popular candy in America, the Kit Kat. This is one of my personal favorites, especially when you're talking about throughout childhood. I absolutely loved the Kit Kat. And there's something freeing about not breaking it off how you normally do and just taking a bite out of a full Kit Kat bar. Try it sometime. Number 3 most popular candy in America is the Hershey's Kiss. This is one of my favorite just snacking candies out there. When people have just Reese's Kisses out to be able to grab, I am ecstatic for it. And being able to just go out there and enjoy is always a good time. I always really enjoy the white chocolate peppermint Reese's Kisses that come out during the winter time, as those are super tasty. Number 2 most popular candy in America is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'm a big fan of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. My personal favorite, though, are the off-brand Reese's Peanut Butter Cups that are out there that actually have real peanut butter in them, as I just think those taste just a little bit better, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people that would disagree, as they love that Reese's Peanut Butter. But did you know that the number 1 most popular candy in America is Snickers? This is not one of my favorites, but I do enjoy Snickers every once in a while. So make sure you are satisfied with a delicious Snickers on today. Definitely a good one to be able to highlight. Hopefully you guys enjoy some of the delicious candy on today, as you've collected up so much candy over the last few days. Hopefully, as you've been able to enjoy Halloween season, hopefully you can now splurge on that candy on today. We got just 30 seconds before we are in this upcoming game, and as we get after it, I do want to highlight our next national day. National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day honors those in radio and television traffic departments. Each year, the observance takes place on November 2nd, unless the day falls on a weekend. Then it is observed on the following Monday. Absolutely awesome stuff there. Obviously, November 2nd ended up being a Saturday, and so we're celebrating on this Monday. Broadcast Traffic Professionals schedule works diligently. They work diligently with programs, announcements, and much more. Our nation's broadcast stations, these experts ensure that listeners get the daily dose of their favorite programs, but their commercial support get the airtime they paid for. The first commercial broadcast took place on the KDKA radio out of Pittsburgh. Pennsylvania, November 2nd, 1920. Also known as National Traffic Directors Day or National Traffic Professionals Day. The day honors the thousands of professional directors who have worked behind the scenes, keeping the entertainment, talk shows, news, and commercials flowing. Through breaking news alerts, stormy weathers, budgets, and different personalities, these men and women maintain program development. A very fun one to be able to highlight here on today, as those people are doing so many great things. And so shout out to the National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. We got over 40 balls dropped in this game as we are trying to give out this awesome prize in this matchup. We'll see if we can end up making it happen. As we got 53 balls dropped, Maggie over at Lyle Liquor sits 2 balls away. We'll see if they can end up taking home this awesome prize as we continue to work through it. But happy National Broadcast Professionals Day. Before I get into our last national day, I would like to give out a prize as $42.30 should be going out soon. Nick 22 as well as PCK. We're leading the charge, but the winners are Nick's 22 as well as Lucky Rosie. Nick 22 plays over at the Wheelhouse, as Lucky Rosie plays over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Congratulations to both of our winners as we now get enrolled into this next game. With $42.30 going out there, that minor jackpot will be clicking up to 60 balls or less as it gets even closer to $300. We'll see if we can make that happen as we celebrate National Chicken Lady Day. Chicken Lady Day on November 4th annually honors Dr. Marthina Dupree. For 12 years, Dr. Dupree worked for the second largest chicken restaurant in the world as the director of community relations and training. She was widely known due to her work in the community. During this time and through her work with communities and the people she helped, Dr. Dupree became known as the Chicken Lady. Dupree led numerous efforts to improve education in her community. She provided training and certifications that led to business opportunities in many in her area. She's not only led by example, but she enhanced the lives of those around her. And also want to be able to highlight Happy National Chicken Lady Day, and it maybe is a call for you guys to be a little bit more active within your community. Definitely a great one to be able to highlight there. As we continue to work through this game right here. We got just 1 minute and 15 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming action. As we get after in this action, I do want to talk about our Minnesota Vikings, who are now 6-2. Whether this strong start to the season winds up leading the Minnesota Vikings, it is clear that belief and resilience will be responsible for a significant measure of their success. Sam Darnold overcame 4 sacks and 3 turnovers by throwing 3 second-half touchdown passes, and Minnesota's defense made Minneapolis quarterback Joe Flacco return to the starting role. A rough one as the Vikings beat the Colts 21-13 on Sunday. I'm sure Sam will be hard on himself for those 2 interceptions, but I'm going to stay aggressive with him because I'm confident in him, Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said. Justin Jefferson had a career game, 137 yards. Jordan Addison made a one-handed diving grab in the back corner of the end zone to get Minnesota on the board after a sloppy scoreless first half. And Jalen Naylor had the tie-breaking touchdown reception to help the Vikings stop a 2-game skid. The turnovers are nothing. Those are just little minor errors that can be fixed easily, Jefferson said. We've just got to protect the ball, just not trying to make that big play. Sam is a phenomenal quarterback. Great stuff and a great response there to him. Definitely a great one there as we played against the AP NFL Comeback Player of the Year just last year as he came off the couch, played for Cleveland just last year, and we ended up limiting him to a pretty poor game. As we saw, also touchdown passes on for our team go to Josh Oliver as he was able to get a nice score. Just a fantastic game all around for our Vikings as we were able to get a victory. That was the big one as we need to get back into the winning side of things. After losing to the Lions and the Rams in back-to-back matchups, both those games seeing our defense really be a leading cause to that as Lions put up 31 points. Rams put up 30 points against us. After, holding the New York Jets to 17 points, holding the Texans to 7 points, the 49ers to 17 points. We expected a little better from our defense. And we saw that much more in this matchup with our only a 13-point game for the Colts. We hope that we can hold these next few teams to some low scores as we won't be taking on very potent defenses at all. Our next 3 games are going to be away. We will not be home for a while until we will not be having a home matchup for the rest of November, as we'll have to come back on December 1st for a home matchup versus the Cardinals, as our next 3 away games will be Jaguars, Titans, and Bears. I would love to see us win all 3 of those games, as that would get us to a 9-2 record, which would give us it'd be pretty hard for us not to make the playoffs at that point, but I don't want to give it too much confidence. Knock on wood. If you guys see this, I got a little wood tack here, knocking on it. As we got Daddy, as well as Baby Hugh, MD Mailman, Mike 89, all of them splitting up $60.20 on our must-go win. Congratulations to all 3 of our winners as we now get enrolled into this next game. This next game will be working up from a 60-ball or less minor jackpot to a 62-ball or less minor jackpot. If we're not able to give it out here, I don't know what we are doing. So get enrolled and press play. And as we do so, I'll be talking about our Vikings' upcoming game. Also, shout out to Cam Robinson. He played a lot of snaps yesterday and gave up 0 sacks, 0 pressures. Now we just need him to be a little bit more cohesive with the rest of the offensive line, and I think this line will be set. Looked like a big plus, though, and he's going to have a little bit of a revenge game heading into this next matchup as the team that traded him away said, we don't need that offensive tackle. And our Vikings were like, hey, we'll take you, as he'll be rematching with the Jacksonville Jaguars in our next matchup on November 10th, this Sunday at 12 p.m. for a little lunchtime matchup. We'll be trying to limit down Trevor Lawrence, who already has 2,000 yards passing so far this year, but has not thrown a lot of touchdowns with only 11 touchdown passes. On the flip side, not a lot has been going right for them. Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie wide receiver, has looked like a pretty good weapon for them as he has 595 yards, 5 touchdowns so far this season. Not too shabby, not quite on the level of Justin Jefferson, who has 783 yards, closing in on 800 yards. But I'm expecting good things from our Vikings in this matchup. We are favored in this game, even though we are away by 4.5 points. I'm expecting a victory. By ESPN's matchup predictor, they have us at a 59% chance of victory. I'll be interested to see how that game goes down. You guys could send some luck out to our Vikings by playing the awesome eTab game, Vikings Victory. You can even check out the Skull bonus round to see if you can take home some of those awesome jackpot prizes. It's definitely a great one there that we'd love to see you guys checking out. As we get after it here, just 15 seconds before we are in this upcoming game. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this game. And as we do so, I would like to talk about some more eTabs, as we have over 70 different Charitable eTab games that you guys can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. These games have small bets ranging from 50 cents to $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. We'd love for you to check them out. So let us know what your favorite eTab game is, as I know a lot of people are out there getting started with the hunting season, as I'll be highlighting Buku Bucks, a great deer hunting eTab game where you can even test your shooting skills in the gosh, I'm blanking on it. But test your shooting skills in the hunting bonus to see if you can take home some great prizes there. It's definitely a fun one. And should be a great time as we get after it. As we got just about, we got these balls dropping here. We got 28 balls dropped in this matchup. We'll see if they can take it home. As we get after it here in this game, I would like to talk about some Minnesota Wild news. As our Minnesota Wild are having a decent start to their season, they're now 8-1-2, as they are the second team in the Central Division, only behind the Winnipeg Jets, who are currently 11-1. So they're having a fantastic start to the season. But us, we're doing pretty good too, as we just won our matchup versus the Maple Leafs recently, as we beat them 2-1 in that game. Not too shabby coming from this team, as Matt Boldy scored a breakaway, a 2-minute and 14 scored on a breakaway 2 minutes and 14 seconds into overtime to lift the Minnesota Wild 2-1 win over the Toronto Maple Leafs on Sunday. Boldy and Marco Rossi worked on a 2-on-0 breakaway after defenseman Jared Spurgeon chased down the loose puck into the neutral zone. He fired down the ice to Rossi, who tapped it ahead to Boldy. The Wild forward made a move on Toronto goalie Anthony Salzar and buried the game winner. Great stuff there, as we do have our jackpot winner here, as Win over the Tasty Pizza Bar and Bull is taking home that awesome prize of $450. Congratulations to you, Win, in this awesome game of Game Day Bingo, as you guys will now be getting enrolled into this next game. This next game will include a double must-go prize, so do not miss out on this fun matchup that's in store for you guys. But as you guys get after, I will be taking a quick break. I'll be back in just a little bit to give out some more of these amazing jackpot prizes. Hello guys, and I am here for some more of this awesome Game Day Bingo action. We saw two great games of Game Day Bingo go down that I missed out on, and so I'd like to highlight the winners from those games. Our first game that I missed, we saw an awesome prize of what looks to be $60 get split up between three different players, as we had Baby Huey over at the Oleander Saloon, Daddy over at the Roosters Bar and Grill, MD Mailman over at VFW Spring Lake Park, and Mike89 over at the Wildcats Bar and Grill. Congratulations to all four of those winners, getting $15 each in that win. We then saw another great prize go out in that following game, as that following game was a $19.40 prize going out to Fire Flave over at the Shore 96. Congratulations to all of our winners there, as we now get after it in this game. With balls dropping in this matchup, I can't wait to see who ends up taking home this amazing prize. We only got about 4 games left with you guys, so get enrolled and press play, as this is one of those 4 games. As we get after it, I was talking a little bit about our Minnesota Wild and how they just won their matchup against the Toronto Maple Leafs, making them 8-1-2 so far this year. We are now getting ready for a matchup tomorrow, as we'll be taking on the Los Angeles Kings. Should be a fun matchup for us, as that game tomorrow will be going down at right around 7 p.m. Should be a fun matchup for us, as we'll wait and see how that thing goes down in the near future. As we get after it here, I would like to give a quick shout out to an E-Tab game themed after our Minnesota Wild called Let's Go Wild. You can even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself a lovely jackpot prize. It is always a fun time there. We'd love to see you guys out there getting after it with us. As we get after in this game, I would like to talk about some movies that were released on today throughout history, as we got some fun movies released on this awesome day. So movies released on November 4th. First movie we'll be highlighting, released on this November 4th, will be the we'll be going with released on today in 2005, Chicken Little. Super fun work, a 3D computer animated science comedy film, seeing a chicken rescuing his town after an alien invasion. The movie marks Disney's 46th animated film. We do have Jilly over at Shajank Boom Lounge in Grand Meadow, taking home our awesome win in this game of $20. Congratulations to you in that great win as we now get enrolled into this next game with that minor jackpot clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun as we get after it in this game. As we get after it, I would like to continue talking about movies released on today. But yeah, Chicken Little, released on today in 2005. You got Catherine O'Hara, Wallace Shawn, Adam West, Patrick Stewart, Joan Cusack, and other fantastic voices. Patrick Warburton's in it as well. A very fun 2005 work, worth being able to watch on today, Chicken Little. Well, next movie we'll be highlighting, we'll be going in a little bit further on to the future as we got the 2016 movie, Hacksaw Ridge. This is a super impactful work. It is a biographical war drama film about an army medic who refuses to kill people during World War II. The film is based on a 2004 documentary titled The Conscientious Objector. It's about it has Andrew Garfield playing Desmond Doss. You also got Vince Vaughn, Sam Worthington, Teresa Palmer, and other fantastic actors and actresses. Hacksaw Ridge, released on today in 2016. Very impactful work. Well, next up, released on today, also in 2016, we have Doctor Strange. This is a Marvel film about a neurosurgeon who gains superpowers after a horrible accident, and he discovers a mystical world. Tilda Swinton's children work in the costume and art department for the film. Actor Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Mordo, is a fifth degree black belt in karate. I didn't know that. Yeah, you also got Mads Mikkelsen, Rachel McAdams, Benjamin Bratt. Very, very fun cast in this Doctor Strange work that came out in 2016. Worth the watch. Hopefully you guys enjoy it on today. Also released on today, now in 2022, we have Amsterdam. This is a historical drama film that follows three friends who witness a murder, become suspects themselves, and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. The film was written and directed by David O. Russell. Stars Taylor Swift, Margot Robbie, Chris Rock, Christian Bale, Anya Taylor-Joy, Rami Malek, Robert De Niro, Zoe Saldana, Mike Myers, and so many other, Michael Shannon, so many big actors and actresses. I didn't end up liking this movie all too much, which I really wanted to because I really love the cast. But it just kind of left me hanging, especially after watching the Knives Out series. Around this time, this one just fell a little flat for me. Also released on today in 2022, we got A Christmas Story Christmas. This is a holiday film acting as a sequel of the 1983 fan favorite, A Christmas Story. The film sees an adult Ralphie in the 1970s as he returns to his old school in Cleveland Street to deliver his kid a magical Christmas, like the one he had growing up. Definitely an interesting one to be able to highlight. I'd never watched this A Christmas Story, but you get the original actor Peter Billingsley, who played Ralphie in the original work. It plays Ralphie once again, and then you get other fun actors and actresses in this one. Julie Haggerty is in this one as well. You also got Maya Rudolph in it. So, Fun work, worth a watch. 2022, A Christmas Story Christmas, released on today. Well, that's all the movies that I got highlighted for today, as a few Christmas movies in the early parts of November. I'm not ready for Christmas just yet, as I still want to celebrate Thanksgiving. But a great list of movies that we have on the listed out there. Does look like we'll be moving on from our minor jackpot, as we'll be giving out a Musco prize very soon. $30.10 should be going out very soon to one of our awesome players, as LIJJ over at the Corky's Bar South Haven takes home our awesome win. Congratulations to you, LIJJ, as we now get enrolled into this next game. As you guys get enrolled, I would like to remind you that when you're playing Pilot games, don't forget to share those awesome player pictures with us. We absolutely love seeing your smiling faces, and if you happen to hit a jackpot, hold up your happy face with the jackpot message. We'd love to celebrate with you. You can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender. To share your pics, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag PilotGames, or even email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. We cannot wait to see all the fun moments that you guys capture out there playing some of our great games. As we are getting after it here, we got just 2 minutes for you guys to get enrolled into this awesome matchup. As we get after it in this game, I would like to talk a little bit about some Timberwolves news, as our Timberwolves ended up losing to the San Antonio Spurs 113-103, and they didn't even have Greg Popovich in that game. But in that matchup, we saw Julius Randle score 21 points and Anthony Edwards score 18 points in their second night of a back-to-back. The Minnesota Timberwolves arrived at their hotel in San Antonio at 4:15 a.m. after rallying in the final minutes to defeat Denver 119-116 at home on Friday night. Not quite what the perfect situation for us to get a victory, and so not shocking that we ended up losing, but still, you hate to see us let one slip. But we will be getting ready for our next matchup coming up very, very soon, as that will be tonight. We'll be watching our Timberwolves take on the Charlotte Hornets at home at 8 p.m. Should be an interesting matchup for us, as we'll be watching LaMelo Ball, who's been playing some really good basketball lately, but hasn't necessarily led to wins. They're 2-4, we're 3-3. But we have a high chance of victory. We're highly favored in the game odds, and so I expect a victory there. Hopefully, we can get a win as we take on those Hornets later on tonight. As we get after it right here in this game, we got just 20 seconds before we are in this upcoming matchup. We'll see who could take home this great prize as we continue to compete in this game. As we compete in this game, I would like to talk a little bit about, let's do some music history on today, as we love being able to talk about a little music history. And on this November 4th, in 1963, Newsweek runs a story on Bob Dylan, insinuating he stole the song "Blowing in the Wind." The feature story on the 22-year-old folk singer sensation states he is a complicated young man surrounded by complicated rumors. In a bit of a journalistic discourtesy, the article continues. There are even rumors circulating that Bob Dylan did not write "Blowing in the Wind," that it was written by Milburn high school student named Lore Watt, who sold it to the singer. Dylan says he did write the song, and Wyatt denies authorship, but several Milburn students claim they heard the song from Wyatt before Dylan ever sang it. Super interesting stuff, but I mean, it wasn't stolen. It was bought from the kid. Even if he did end up getting it, it was not one of those situations. But a fun one that we get to highlight there on today, as Bob Dylan gets in a little bit of sketchy territory. Also on today, in 1997, Shania Twain's third album, Come On Over, is released. her second album produced by her husband, Mutt Lang, those whose golden touch puts a pop sheen on Twain's country sound. Resulting in stunning crossover, the album sells over 20 million copies in America, making it the top-selling album of all time, and also the biggest seller by a female artist. It's not Lang's best-selling production. That would be AC/DC's album Back in Black. The songs are all written by Lang and Twain. Hits include That Don't Impress Me Much and You're Still the One, an ode to their marriage. We do have $44 going out in this game as we got Critchie as well. Critchie over at the Wild Boar Bar and Grill, and Maggie over at Lyle Liquor, splitting up that must-go prize of $44. We'll now be getting enrolled into this game number 12. With a 62-ball or less minor jackpot, we hope to be able to give this one out in this upcoming game. Get enrolled and press play as we do so. As we get after it in this game, I would like to give a quick shout out to our Minnesota Twins, as we just had the big retirement announcement of Alex Kirilloff announcing retirement, as he was he looked back on an Instagram post talking about how much he was going to miss playing the game, but he says it isn't over, as it may not be on the field, but he continues to hope to be in a part of baseball. So congratulations to you, Alex Kirilloff, on a great career, 9 seasons in the MLB. And we'll shoot some luck out to our Twins by playing the awesome E-Tab game. Twins win. You can even check out the Home Run Derby bonus round, where if you pick out the right lucky batter, you'll be taking home a Grand Slam prize. It's always a fun time there. We hope to see you guys out there trying to take home some of those awesome prizes. As we just have 1 minute to get enrolled into this next game. As we get into this game, I have a little This Day in History action that I'd love to get into. As we have one of the cooler days in history on today, as British archaeologist Howard Carter and his workmen discover a step leading towards the tomb of King Tutankhamun, or King Tut, in the Valley of the Kings in Egypt on November 4th, 1922. When Carter first arrived in Egypt in 1891, most of the ancient Egyptian tombs had been discovered, though the little-known King Tut, who had died when he was 18, was unaccounted for. After World War I, Carter began an intensive search for King Tut's tomb, finally finding steps to the burial room hidden in the debris near the entrance of the nearby tomb of King Ramses V in the Valley of the Kings. On November 26, 1922, Carter, a fellow archaeologist, Lord Carnarvon, entered the interior chamber of the tomb, finding them miraculously intact, thus beginning a monumental excavation process in which Carter carefully explored the 4-room tomb over several years, uncovering an ancient collection of several thousand objects. The most splendid archaeological find was a stone containing 3 coffins nested within each other. Inside the final coffin, which was made out of solid gold, was the mummy of the boy King Tut. Preserved for more than 3,000 years, most of these treasures are now housed in the Carrero Museum. A very cool one to be able to highlight on today. King Tut's tomb found out there. Definitely a fun one. Well, as we are getting after it in this game, we should continue to have a lot of fun. As we have a lot of fun in this matchup, I would like to give a quick shout out to our player spotlight. As our player spotlight of this week and the largest jackpot winner of this weekend was Treecore over at American Legion Mound, as Treecore was able to take home an awesome prize of $9,604. And over at American Legion Mound, they support a fantastic charity. That charity being the American Legion Post 398 Mound. A great charity, and obviously, as those American Legions do a lot of great things. As the American Legion mission statement is their mission is to enhance the well-being of Americans' veterans, their families, and our military, and our communities by our devotion to mutual helpfulness. A great charity you're supporting, as you guys are even supporting a charity as you take home that $268. Congratulations to you, Funk, in that awesome game. Take it home $268 over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Have a great rest of your evening as you guys get enrolled into some Lucky 4 bingo. I'll be back for some happy hour action from 4 to 6. And remember, as you guys play these games, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.
you.